probably sound sick. I might not sound sick. I am sick. I have a slight cold that's it should be gone by tomorrow. The first book I read was Ender's Game. It was suggested that I read it, so I read it because it's a book and I like books. And it's a good book. I am not the target market for this book, or am I the correct age to read this book. I still found it a very interesting read, and I was reading it a lot, like consistently. Like at night I would keep reading instead of going to sleep because I wanted to know how it ended, and it's good. I don't like the final ending. I felt like it dragged on and they could have just stopped it sooner. I also realized part of the plot a lot sooner than I think I was supposed to. Again, too old for this book. It's still an interesting read, and it really did grab my attention, and I did enjoy it. Did not enjoy the movie. I found the movie slow and too easy for the character Ender. I found that they took too much of his struggles out, and it was just easier for him, which I don't think built his character as well as it does in the book. So read the book, then see the movie, or just don't see the movie at all. Those are good options. Don't see the movie and then read the book. I don't know. It was a good book. It was good. I just should have read it like 15 years ago. When did it come out? Oh, it came out before I was born. So I could have read it 10 years ago. I just didn't. The other book that I read last month is The Martian. Also, it was suggested that I should read it, it was suggested I should read it, although I was already planning on reading it because the movie came out, and I'm one of those that reads the book before I see the movie. So I read this. I feel like I read this book fairly quickly for myself, but I really liked the book. I really, really, really liked the book. Can't tell you that thought because it ruins the book. But it's a good book. It's well written. It shows both sides of the story. It shows his side being stuck on Mars, and it shows NASA's dealing with their side of it, of him being stuck on Mars. So it's really cool. It's not just one-sided, his life on Mars or them handling it. You get both of it. You get both playbacks. You get both versions throughout the whole thing, and they don't really repeat things, information from one of them, so you're not reading the same thing over and over again. I really like that because sometimes that gets boring. So being sick and talking about things I like is really difficult. Now I just like keep getting out of breath. Also, it's really hard to find it in the non-movie version cover, which bothers me because I wanted the original cover, but Amazon only had it in the movie cover, so I bought it in that. Last weekend I went and saw the movie, and they also took out some of his struggles. What is with making things easier? Life is hard. Let's just make things difficult. And they changed the ending. Sort of, not really. They changed the person in the ending, which is fine, I guess. No, I didn't like that they did that. I liked the ending in the book. The person in the end of the book. I'm trying really hard not to give anything away. The movie was good. The effects were good. The acting was good. The Martian's a good book to read. The movie was really good. You could see either or. You don't really need to do both. They don't change too much of it, I don't think. I like reading the books before I see the movie, so that's just what I do. So I mean, you could do that if you wanted, but you don't really have to with The Martian. Ender's Game, I would suggest reading the book before seeing the movie for Ender's Game. The Martian, you don't need to do it that way. And then after reading 2 sciencey books, I took a break and read a chiclet. Chiclet? Is that like the gum thing we used to eat as children? It was disgusting. Why were we obsessed with it? Anyways, I'm reading Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. As you can tell, I'm still reading it because the cover's been removed. It is also a fairly easy read. I'm just taking my time with it because I've been doing other stuff. So far, I really like it. I don't know how it ends yet, so I can't tell you if I actually enjoy the ending of it. I really like the book. I like the characters, I like the story, I like the plot. The writing is really interesting. She's British, so there are some times where the sentence sounds a little off to me, but that's just because in, I don't know, North America we use different words, or we put more words in sentences and they don't. It's a good book. So far. I watched Ant-Man on the plane and fell asleep. Not sure if that's the movie's fault or mine for sleeping 2 hours that night, the night before. I had a really early flight. Just like, I don't know, it was boring. It wasn't good. It was, I mean, like, I like Paul Rudd, but it just seemed like not enough happened in the movie. And that's not because I fell asleep, because I paused it when I fell asleep. Because I knew I was falling asleep, so I hit pause and I fell asleep. I just wasn't excited about it, which sucks because it's a Marvel's movie and I love Marvel's movies minus Spider-Man. So now it's I love Marvel movies minus Spider-Man and Ant-Man. On the flight home, I watched Jurassic World, which I love and I'd seen before and just really didn't want to read, so I watched that. I'm looking out the window and realizing my plant's dying. Which makes sense, it should be dead by now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see what I carry in my liquids bag, put a comment below letting me know. That's a quick like 5-minute video because I stuff that bag as full as I can and as full as I am allowed to, and it will still shut properly. And there's really still not that much in it. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos. Yeah, see you next time.